I'm Janice Edwards. We're talking with Pamela Freund-Striplen and Lawrence Beamen about harmony and melody, an upcoming event. Pamela, I'll start with you. What was the genesis of this idea of this collaboration?
Well, every year when I design our concert programs, I do a lot of research to find meaningful programs. And in the course of my research on my favorite composer, Antonín Dvořák, he's a Czech composer, I discovered a connection between his music and the African American spirituals. So I decided to put together a program that would highlight that connection. I actually had seen Lawrence on America's Got Talent, and when I went back to look again at that clip, I just said, this is the guy. This is the guy. He has not only the kind of voice that I just love, but it's also the way he communicates the text was just exactly the kind of musician I was looking for.
So you contacted him, and obviously you saw him singing Old Man River and
right.
all of the songs that he did on America's Got
right.
Talent. But chamber music was a little different in terms of this invitation for you, Lawrence. Right?
Yeah, it was a lot different, but I'm classically trained. So, I mean, so I was able to link the pieces together very well. So when she called, I was like, oh, okay, what is this, you know? And so we kind of hit it off, made an instant connection, you know, and it was just, you know, like magic. And so, you know, so this journey has begun with the Gold Coast meets Lawrence Beamen, and now it's Lawrence Beamen, well, now it's Pam and Lawrence Beamen meets harmony and melody.
That's it.
So,
That's it.
yeah, so we're collaborating now and doing some wonderful things, you know. Let her talk about a little bit
so
more.
let's talk about this collaboration and how does it work.
So originally I was just inviting Lawrence to sing on my series, but actually when we started working together, I realized this could be so much more than just a concert. He has amazing ideas. He actually has created original chamber music arrangements for us to do with him. And so it's taken on actually a much deeper meaning.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long ways from home.
Chamber music and the spirituals, there's a connection. And Dvořák and Harry Burley, you know, it's very fascinating how the way she was thinking, and when she brought it to me, I was like, you know, this really could work. So I couldn't help but to say yes.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't help but to say yeah. So I mean, so this journey is a journey I think that is going to go long, it's going to go far, and it's going to hopefully touch and reach the world, and we'll be able to just continue to make beautiful music.
Yeah. First of all, I think the program, because it features an African-American composer, William Grant Still, and Lawrence is going to be doing an oration about the spirituals, the connection of the spirituals to Antonín Dvořák. Then we're going to be playing I think his most popular piece, Dvořák's most popular string quartet, the American Quartet, followed by this incredible integration of the string quartet and piano with Lawrence in these really original, fresh arrangements. So what I'm hoping is that mostly people will be, there will be an awareness created about there are a lot of things that are not in the history books, and it's because of who's writing the history books a lot of times. That's what I've discovered, and it's widely known. I didn't discover it, but
Right.
but what I realized when Dvorak proclaimed that the African American spirituals are the American, at the heart of the American voice, I realized, how come I've been in this business a long time? Why didn't I know that? I knew a little bit about that, but why didn't I know that? So that's part of what I think Lawrence and I are doing together, is trying to create an awareness.
It's like a river and a pond, you know, it meets, you know. And so what's happening here is that, and by the two meeting, it's becoming something beautiful, and it becomes purifying. And I want to try and strive my best to sing to the best of my ability, to try to make this thing the best thing that people ever heard, or the best music or spirituals that people have ever heard, because we want to bring an awareness not only that this is a Black History Month, but it's basically coming together as a people. And also bringing attention to names and the people who, I call them unsung humans, who have been forgotten.
And where can they experience this?
Well, my series, we're doing Harmony and Melody the end of January, just before Black History Month, January 29th and 30th at the Lafayette Library. There's a beautiful new, I call it a concert hall, but it's called the Community Hall. And the acoustic is fantastic. They have a beautiful piano there. There isn't a bad seat in the house.
Oh, but it's all about, you know, peace, harmony,
And melody.
and melody.
That's
You know,
it.
That's what it's about, togetherness.
Thank you very much. Continued success with this.
Thank you,
Thank
Janice.
you.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child.